Hey all, welcome to DevTechJr. In this video, we'll look at what CSS Margin is, how it's used, and why we use it. Let's get into it. So if you don't know who I am, my name is Anirudh and I create web development tutorials here on YouTube and help others learn programming the easy way. So if that sounds interesting, make sure you like this video and subscribe to see more videos just like this one. So all I've done right now is I've just opened up a brand new HTML file, added some basic HTML boilerplate stuff, and in the body section I've added a div, and inside this div I've added 3 headers. So I've given them all classes and styled them up a bit. So the first header has a class of no margin, the second header has a class of with margin, and the third header has a class of no margin. So the first and last header have the same classes. You guys might be wondering why these classes, what are we going to do with them? I'm going to show you guys right away. So in our CSS, I've just styled the no margin class. So the first header, so this header and the last header, just a corn silk background color. And the one in the middle, I've given it a different color. So I've given it dark khaki and dark slate gray, just styled it up a bit. Now, you guys might be wondering, what is margin? Well, putting it the easiest way possible, margin is used to space out HTML elements on your web page. So that didn't click for you. I'm going to quickly show you what it does. So right underneath this previous declaration, I'm just going to add a new statement here. So I'm going to put margin. Right? And then you can see that we have a variety of units we can choose from. And so in a future video, we're going to be looking at which is the best unit to use. A little bit of a spoiler there. But for now, we're just going to work with pixels. So I'm going to put 50 pixels. And now if I save it, something weird just happened. If you look on our right-hand side in our live server, you can see that a big wall of white space, transparent space, has been added, like a force field around this header, separating it and like pushing it away from the top and bottom header. That's how margin works. It spaces our selected element out from other HTML elements. So you can see now if I change that up to 500 pixels and save it, wow, look at all this space. So if I go over here, you can see this is what happened to it. Okay, that's a little bit too much. Let's change it up so you guys can see it better. So 70 pixels there. You can see that wall of space, that force field, has increased. So default, what happens is all 4 sides get space applied. But in some cases, we really only want one side or another side of margin. We only want one side or another side with margin only, no other side. And CSS allows that because within margin there's a whole variety of margin properties that we can target here. So there's margin inline, margin bottom, top, left, right, block start, all this kind of stuff. I'm going to show you guys what happens with margin top. So with margin top, let's quickly put 30 pixels and now let's save it. You can see it's weird because margin has been applied to the top. Let's quickly change that up so you guys can see it a little bit better. 80 pixels. You can see that 80 pixels worth of transparent space or margin is applied, spacing this header out from its top header. So we can do that with margin top. We can also use margin left to do something similar. So margin left, I want to push this header. Let's quickly reload it. I want to push this header from the left. So to do that, we can simply go in and we can put 50 pixels. Now if I save it, you can see this header gets pushed out 50 pixels from the left side. So if you guys can see that's been 50 pixels pushed out. We can also do margin bottom. Margin bottom, we can also put 80 pixels. And what happens now is we get this wall of space, so 80 pixels worth of space as a force field from this element. So in conclusion, as you just saw here, margin is pretty much a property that we can access that selects an element, so the element that we select in our CSS, and it spaces it out from other elements helping us create a neater website. So you're gonna see us use Margin a lot, especially after the CSS course, and when we start to work with real website and create them, we're obviously gonna use Margin a lot because it's really useful and powerful. In the next video, guys, we're going to be looking at the 3 different types of CSS. So make sure you guys stay tuned to see that video. Thanks for watching. If you're interested in learning programming the easy way, then please make sure you like this video and subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified when the next video comes out. Once you have, please let me know down in the comments. I'll make sure to reply to you. Thanks. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know down in the comment section, or simply join our Discord server and you can post them there. Thank you.